You won't believe what Providence did with their Hernando model home, and really with their floor plan in general with their Hernando. Because just in a few seconds or a few moments, we're actually gonna check out this beautiful Hernando floor plan here in the Reflections, Nocatee's newest and actually last neighborhood. Now, Nocatee is the premier community for people to move to in the area or outside the area due to the schools and everything else that, like amenities that Nocatee has to offer. So with that being said, let's go ahead and check out this Providence-built Hernando floor plan. All right, let's go check out the Hernando floor plan. This is, like I mentioned, a Providence-built floor plan. And this is a 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath plan with a 2-car garage. And this is gonna go in their 40-foot wide lots. So with the Reflections, you have 40-footers, 50-footers, and 60-footers. And with Providence, they had 40s and 60s. And with this 40, as you'll see when we first come in, you do have a nice covered entry. You even have the ability to put a small little bench here as well. Recessed lighting, which you could always do a pendant if you wanted as well. And then we come into the house. This is honestly something that I love about how Providence decided to lay out this floor plan. You get the 20-foot ceilings when you come in, and those 20-foot ceilings make the home feel large. It makes it feel inviting, makes it feel open. But here's the thing too, as you'll see later in this video, they also still find a way to make it feel homey and warm. So you kind of get best of both worlds with this floor plan. So that being said, we're gonna check out the rest of it. I'm gonna go ahead and close this door here. This is a 9-foot, mostly glass front door. Just really nice feel with it, and really speaks to how Nocatee is as a location. Most people here in Nocatee, they're very family friendly, they're very open, and so a lot of the times these designs kind of show that off with having a little bit less privacy with all that glass at the front door. So when we first come in, we do have some storage here. Providence is actually using that for some of their own personal storage, little Harry Potter closet, so to speak. And the storage is gonna be underneath your stairwell, so never a bad thing to have that storage because you can never have too much. And then from there, it brings us into our trifecta of the house, our kitchen, our dining, and our living. So it's a very wide open floor plan. As you can see, those 20-foot ceilings are gone, and now we have our 10-foot ceilings. And these 10-foot ceilings, again, make it feel a bit more warm, a little more homey. And it brings us to our kitchen where they actually did 2-tone cabinets. So we have the white cabinets, and then for the island, they did the brown cabinets. With it as well, you do get the gourmet kitchen here. So you have the GE microwave and oven combo. Probably doubles as a convection as well. So really nice touch there. And then you do get the gas cooktop because of the fact that this is a gas community. And with it too, they did a very nice vented hood with it as well. So really nice touches there. You have your soft close cabinets, Hulk proof, as I always like to joke about. You can close them as much as you want, and you have your fridge here as well. And off of our kitchen, we actually will have the door to our garage. Now, one funny thing here is Providence hasn't put the door in yet because they're still using this as their office as well. So they're using the garage as the office. And then off of your garage, you do have your laundry room where they have a washer or a dryer, as well as upper cabinets. So now let's go check out the living and dining part of the house as well. All right, and now as we go in the rest of the house, like I mentioned, with the living room and the dining room, first thing you're gonna notice, like I said, is it is wide open. And because it's wide open, the dining room does have that ability that you could use as a dining room. In this case, they have that 4-seater table. You probably want to keep it to a 4-seater. You can maybe do a 6-seater as well, but you really don't want to go more than 6, so it's just something to take into account. Give you a nice chandelier here as well, but if you don't want dining room, the nice part about this layout is because you have the island with seating there as well, is that you could keep this open and actually make it an extension of the living room if you so choose. So there are some benefits there as well. So here in the living room of the house, again, they still continue that nice vinyl flooring throughout. But with the living room, they actually did do some nice wood elements with the wall. Not necessarily shiplap because it's horizontal, it's vertical, not horizontal, but almost like a shiplap look with the wood elements that they used. And then with your living room, you do have the nice oversized sliding glass door here. This sliding glass door, can open almost all the way up to allow you the ability to entertain not just inside the house, but also outside the house. As you can see here, nice, really big, oversized TV console to show you that you can really, you have a lot of space with this living room. And do keep in mind, this is, like I mentioned, a 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath floor plan. And this is one of 5 different floor plans that they actually offer here for their 40-foot wides. And this floor plan specifically is it's roughly 2204 square feet. So you do have a lot of square footage here, despite being on a 40-foot wide lot. So our half bath down here, we do have the single vanity. We also have the toilet, obviously, for this powder room. And they continued the white cabinets, as well as they did give you the quartz countertops as well. Then from the half bath, it takes us to our primary. So this primary, first thing you probably notice when you walk in, the tray ceiling with the wood inlay and the glass galore with all that windows. So the nice part about this room is you get tons of natural light. You will never have to be concerned about the room being too dark. And then obviously with having the tray ceiling in here, this is the only tray on the first floor, having that extra foot of ceiling height and combined with a nice wood inlay makes the room feel even larger, which is what you want for your primary bedroom. You want this to be the entertaining, not the entertaining, that's your living room. You want this to be, the place for you to be able to go to at the end of the night, be able to rest your head, be able to have some privacy, enjoy where you're sleeping, so to speak. And this space really gives you that because of just how large and open it is, but also, again, how warm and inviting it is. Then it takes us to our primary bathroom or ensuite. They do give us a pocket door when you first come in. And then as we come in, we do have our oversized shower. So this shower actually runs almost the whole span of the bathroom. And the whole joke in these kind of showers is it's almost like it'll come to me, but car wash or whatnot. But they also give you 3 different shower heads here. So you have the rain head, you have the head on the wall, and you even have the little pool head here. So that way, if you've been at the beach, because the Nocatee's only about 20 minutes or so from the beach, if you need to get the salt off of you, get the sand off of you, very easy to do that with how they designed this space. Now on the other side, we do have our double vanity. So the double vanity, they continue the same countertops and cabinets that we've seen previously throughout the home. And then as we continue to keep going, we do have our water closet off to the side here. Gets that out of the way. We have a little linen closet here. And then we ended off with our primary closet. So this primary closet, they give us another pocket door here as well. They did custom cabinetry throughout here to add more storage space, also give you an idea of the look of what you could do with it on one of their other homes. So just a nice thing to be able to have because it really shows you just how much you can do with it, and does show that you have tons of room for storage in this closet. We are now going to check out the second story. So let's go ahead and look at that now. So as we come upstairs, the first thing you're gonna see is we have this really inviting loft. This loft serves a lot of purposes. It allows, if you have kids, it allows the kids to be able to have their own space if they have friends over. Really makes this space up here more for them, whereas the first floor is more for you. So that's kind of a cool part of it. It makes it also feel very intimate because of how they have it set up. So I do love that. And then you still do get the 20-foot ceiling. Obviously up here it's only 10, but it does kind of show you the amount of height up here as well with it. So from there, we're gonna check out our bedrooms and bathroom. So as I mentioned previously, we have 3 bedrooms and 1 bathroom upstairs. Bedroom number 1, it's a good sized bedroom. They have a single bed here. You have a little, little office table there. They give you a dresser as well. And then one cool part too, is a house at this price point, sometimes you don't know if you're gonna get walk-ins, but in this case, they do give you a nice walk-in closet for this bedroom, which I personally love. But again, in the comment section below, let me know in the comments, do you like having those walk-ins, or is it not too important for you on having the walk-in or just having a standard bifold? Because bed number 2 over here has just a standard bifold. So this bedroom over here, it's just that standard bifold opening. It does actually go deeper though, so like I can actually hide back in here if I wanted to. Great for hide and seek and whatnot, but it does kind of show you the amount of space you have up here. We do have those trim elements on the outside because of this elevation for this Hernando. So you don't get as much natural light with these windows, but you still have the window over here to bring tons of natural light in. This also has a single bed. And you may have noticed by now, I haven't mentioned it just yet, but the ceiling's actually open in this room. Trust me when I say this, it's actually by design. Promise you, Providence is not just leaving their ceilings open just to leave them open. But the reason they do that is because Providence, across the board, no matter what house you buy with them, they actually spray foam their attics for all their houses. So you may ask yourself, okay, why do they do that? Well, they do that because it keeps the attic at a better temperature year round. So it doesn't get too hot, doesn't get too cold. And what it does for you, the homeowners, it helps save on your utility bills, specifically electricity for heating and cooling, which is a big benefit that they just automatically do. So the reason they have this opening up here is to be able to show that off. Specifically, there's also probably a chocolate bunny up here. That chocolate bunny that they have up here is to show that no matter if it's hot out or cold, I mean more so if it's hot obviously, but it's to show that even when it's hot out, that chocolate bunny will never melt because of the spray foam. And I've mentioned this in another video too, but I actually sold a Providence house recently. It was a former model home that the owner had bought from Providence and then sold. And I kid you not, had owned the house for 6 years. And that chocolate bunny, they still had up in the attic. We joked, okay, now that you're selling the house, you probably need to eat it, right? They're like, nah, we're not eating that. It's been there 6 years. Anyways, moving on from that, we do have our one bathroom upstairs. We have our double vanity, which is very good. You want to have that when you have 3 bedrooms and only 1 bathroom. So I'm glad that this layout has that. That's what you want to see. They did a nice, very simple, sleek tile throughout. And then they also, for this bathroom, did the shower tub combo. And they did the tile up to the ceiling, which I do love seeing that. It just makes it look finished, makes it look complete. And they did more of a subway tile, but they did it vertically and more of a checkerboard pattern, but with some of these lighter colors to still make it feel very beachy, very coastal, which is kind of their intent and goal with the specific model we're in today. And then from there, we do have one more bedroom. So this last bedroom, this is bedroom number 3 upstairs. This bedroom is a little bit larger than the other 2. We do have more of a full-size bed in here, still standard closet with the bifolds. And what they did too with this one is they actually gave you access to your attic in this room. So if you need to store some stuff, you could. Again, you don't want to do anything too heavy, but it's still cool to have, for an access point, especially if you need to hire someone to do any sort of work. Just really, really well thought out by the builder to make it easier for you as the homeowner when that time comes. So that is going to kind of wrap up the second floor of this home. We are now going to then check out the back patio as well as the pergola they have in the back. So you're not going to miss that because it's kind of cool. It's one of those things you don't see very often. So with that being said, let's go and check that one out now. All right, so we are now gonna wrap up the tour of this home by looking at the backyard. So with this back porch, what I love about it is covered. So what that means is that it's under the same roof line as the rest of the house. They already give you your outlets up top so you can mount the TV up here for entertaining. As you can see, they have a 6-seater outdoor table, which because they have this screened in, really allows you to use it year round because you don't have to worry about mosquitoes and bugs getting in with the screens. So that screens are a nice touch that they did there, something that you could always do with a builder or after the fact without the builder. Then they give you an outdoor kitchen, and with the outdoor kitchen, they give you the sink, which is a very nice thing to have. You have more storage down below. You have your mini fridge for drinks and etc. And then you do get your Coyote gas grill, which Coyote seems to be the brand of choice for most of the builders over here. And it's a brand that, again, seems to be becoming more popular throughout the area. So it's something to consider if you're looking to get a new one at your place. You may want to look at Coyote. Then as we come further out, we come to this very beautiful pergola. Now, if you know me, I'm not a huge pergola person. If you don't know me, well, now you know. But But I will say I like how they did this pergola because it does provide you a lot of shade. Obviously, it's not going to provide you, it's not going to keep the elements away from you. So again, if it's raining or whatnot, you may be limited what you can do out here. But I like the effect it has, because what it allows for you as the homeowner of a house like this is if you want to entertain, or if you have kids and it's a nice cool night out and you want to get the fire pit going, warm your hands up, it's maybe a nice night out to just be able to hang out, get some s'mores going. This gives you a great space for that. And not having it covered is really nice, because then you also get that ability to still see the stars. Because here in Nocatee, there still is a lot of nature, a lot of natural elements that were left here by the developer, which we all love here. And because of that, it definitely does feel very much like, yes, you are still in that more urban area, but you also do get some elements where you don't feel like it's super urban, like maybe some other cities or other parts of Northeast Florida give you. With that being said, we will actually dive into that, so that will be the next part of this video, so let's go and check that out now. All right, so we are now back at the office to go into a deeper dive on Nocatee as a community. So I'm actually on Nocatee's website right now, and we are looking at what available neighborhoods Nocatee still has. One of which, as I mentioned, is the Reflections, which is the last neighborhood being developed here in Nocatee. As you can see with all neighborhoods that there are here, if I include the ones that are sold out, you can see, there are just tons of neighborhoods, just to kind of show you just the history of Nocatee and just how many neighborhoods have been built up in here and why this community is what it is. Now, Nocatee is a master plan community, and so therefore, with it being a master plan community, you do get really good amenities here. I'm gonna take the neighborhoods off the map for a second. And the amenities you get, you get the splash park, you get the spray park, just to kind of show you some of the stuff, some pictures of it. You get the lazy river, multiple pools, multiple slides. So you do get a lot with that. You get the preserve, Davis Park to go, play sports, stuff like that. The spray park for the kids. So it has a lot of different things to offer for you and your family here in Nocatee. And this is only going to put you maybe 5 to 7 minutes away from the Reflections. So it relatively is pretty close by. Then we want to look at the schools. So the schools in Nocatee, we have Nice High School, which is a top rated school. I believe it's a 10 out of 10 on great schools. Don't quote me on that, but I believe so. We're going to have a new K-8 for Seabrook opening in 2026. So that's going to be a really cool thing, because Reflections is in Seabrook. And so therefore, it's going to be one of those things where if you were to buy a house in there now, your kids will be one of the first kids to go to that new K-8 school. Now, if you do buy one and the school's not done yet, Pine Island Academy is where you'll be zoned for, which is again a top rated K-8 school. And it's one of 3 located in Nocatee, along with Valley Ridge, as well as Palm Valley Academy. You do also have Ponte Vedra High School, but that's going to be more for Ponte Vedra Beach, so not going to really apply for Nocatee. Then as far as for shopping, we do have multiple areas for shopping located here. For shopping, we do have the town center. This is where you're going to have office condos, but also the town center where you have the Publix. You have multiple shops, multiple restaurants. Trailer Park is one of the restaurants there. Very popular destination. So a lot of things there too to be able to have nearby to for eating, for shopping that you don't have to leave Nocatee for. So that's a big piece of it as well. Then from there we go to the regional. So the regional here, as you can see, we are located here in Nocatee. But for the regional, to pull up some stuff, if we include shopping, you're about 20 minutes or so from St. John's Town Center, which is a very popular area. Probably about 30 minutes from the St. Augustine outlets. About 10 to 15 minutes from Durham Park Pavilion. So a lot of different shopping nearby that you have access to. Then for recreation and fitness, we do have the Players, which is in Ponte Vedra Beach. We also have, with Ponte Vedra Beach, you have the Ponte Vedra Inn and Club, which is a great place to relax, spend a weekend getaway or a week getaway, and you actually get a discounted membership for it if you do want to become a member when you live in Nocatee. We have St. Augustine to the south, which has a lot of history. You have the fort down there, the lighthouse, you have St. George Street, a lot of just very cool architecture down there. So definitely something that's worth looking at as well. Then we have the Jacksonville Zoo, which is about 45 minutes to the north. The Jacksonville Zoo is a very popular zoo, very popular destination here because it has a lot to offer with different countries, with different animals. So definitely something that I would highly recommend checking out when you are visiting the area. Then downtown Jacksonville, we're actually going to have our football stadium. We're going to have our baseball stadium. We're also going to have the Veterans Memorial Arena, where we actually have hockey as well. So really just a lot of different sports here to be able to go check out, to be able to go hang out at, with friends or family, to spend the weekend if you so desire. And then military, I do want to mention military. We do have multiple military bases here. We have Naval Air Station Jax, or NAS Jax for short. And then we also have Mayport up to the north, Mayport Naval Station. So there's a very large relocation community here for military, which again, I think is more of a positive than negative and just kind of speaks to the history of Jacksonville. And then lastly, we do have the Jacksonville Airport. The Jacksonville Airport is going to be about 45 minutes to an hour from Nocatee, and that's going to give you, that's going to give you, if I click on it, multiple companies to choose from: Delta, American Airlines, Southwest, and they do fly to multiple different destinations. And the really cool thing is we're only expanding, so there's going to be more options at your disposal here in Jacksonville for flights moving forward. So that's a little bit more about Jacksonville and Northeast Florida as a whole, what it means to kind of live in the area, what you have at your disposal. A little bit more about the builder Providence. Providence Homes is a builder that is not necessarily local to Jacksonville, but they do a lot here in Jacksonville. They'll build on your lot sometimes. They also obviously build a lot of these master plan communities like Nocatee, and they obviously have a really good attention to detail with their build process, and definitely can't go wrong with them. But just do keep in mind, the prices that may have been listed in these videos are always subject to change, and do also keep in mind too that the builders typically will offer different incentives. So those are always subject to change as well, but you have the ability to get some different incentives. If you want to know what those incentives are right this second, it could be closing cost concessions, could be rate buy downs, could be money towards the design center. Make sure you give me a call or a text, or you can send me an email, and I'll make sure to give you all of that great information so you have all the tools at your disposal to be able to make the best decision for you and your family. But with that being said, that's a little more about Nocatee. If you want to know more about Jacksonville as a whole, like I said, reach out to me. I'm always happy to help answer any questions. And I want to be your go-to realtor when it comes to learning more about Jacksonville and everything Jax Real Estate that comes with it. So with that being said, I'll see you guys again in our next video, and we'll take it from there. All right.